Welcome to Makeup with Yas. Today I want to do a beginner-friendly drugstore makeup look. It's going to be very simple. All the things that I'm going to be using are going to be from the drugstore. So let's get started. To begin, I already washed and prepped my skin with my skincare. After that, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our skin is very hydrated. So I'm going to go in with our e.l.f. drops. I have very dry skin, so I like to make sure that my skin is very hydrated before I go ahead and put anything makeup wise on my face. The primer that I use is the Milk Hydro primer. Make sure that you're just applying it, don't rub it in. Okay. All right, and we're gonna let it get a little tacky. Now we're gonna be putting in our foundation. With our foundation, I'm using True Match N3. I just paint it on. I know it looks like a lot, but just trust the process. Okay, I don't like to put it on my eyes, under eyes, just because of the concealer. Just don't want it to get cakey. Okay, looks like a beauty mask. Just going with your blending sponge. Now once your base is done, you want to go ahead and get your blush. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lumi. Just going with 2 dots.
I'm gonna go with this little fluffy brush. Just tap it. Just tap, tap, tap. Do not drag it, because then that's when the lifting happens and the peeling happens, and it just looks streaky. It's gonna lift your makeup, and it's not gonna look good. You're gonna have to start all over again. Okay, so you just tap. Tap around until it's all spread nicely.
I'm going to put a little bit, just one more. And I'm going to bring it into the bridge of the nose, just a little bit, to make it look cutesy. Okay, now we're going to go in with a little bit of contour, just a little bit. I'm going to use Milani, this little slanted brush. Just get a little bit, the slightest contour. See? So just remember, you can always apply more, but you cannot take it away. So make sure that you're working little by little to build it up to whatever is, whatever you're comfortable with. Just a little bit. I don't use a lot of contour, but just enough to bring back the color into the skin. There you go. And then just what's left, I like to put it down here. Okay. There you go. Not too shabby. Now we're going to go in with my Neutrogena concealer. Like that. Like that. Okay. And go in with your sponge and then just blend everything out. Go here. You want to prep your eyes also for the shadow. Now we're going to be setting our products. When you do cream, try to go in over everything with a powder. That way your makeup will last a lot longer. To set my bronzer, I'm going to be using the City bronzer. This is a little old, but it still works. I swear it works. I'm going to use a bigger brush. Just tap the excess and just kind of just go over it lightly. Okay, just like that. You don't need a lot. You do not need a lot. And then to set my blush, I'm going to use this one. Also an oldie but goodie. And I'm going to use the same one, just the other side. Oh, this is beautiful pink. Look at that. Just like that. It doesn't look crazy, you see? Looks good. Just trust the process. Trust in your own skills. Trust in your hands and what you're looking at, Now, this is a little tricky part. So you're going to get your setting powder. I'm going to use this powder. You can use whatever you want. Just make sure that's a loose powder. Or even just make sure it's a powder. So I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to grab. So we're going to be prepping our powder puff. So get a puff and then just Go over like that. Then the excess, you're gonna just pat it in the back of your hand. So watch. You're gonna grab your sponge, right? You're going to go under and smooth out the creases under your eyes again. And then go ahead and set it immediately. Go ahead and set it immediately so that it doesn't crease anymore. There you go. And we're gonna do it again for the other eye. So get it, the powder again, and the excess, we pat it behind our hand. Now grab your sponge and smooth out the creases like that. And then go in with the sponge. I can't see. Just like that. And there you go. Now grab, whatever you put in there, grab it, and then just go over the parts where you put concealer, just to set everything. Just like that. Now let's go ahead and do a very quick eye look. The chocolates from Walmart. That's where I got it. And I love it because it's had all this. It's got mattes, it's got shimmer. We're gonna get one of these brushes, the ones that are like a little bit more dense, because these are to pack the color into your eye. We're gonna go in with this shade right here. That's gonna go all over the lid. I am tapping. You just tap and then kind of like drag a little bit, because I'm trying to pack in the color for that, just to make it the base, so it's easier for all the other colors to blend. Okay, you bring it up a little bit, not too much. Do not connect your shadows to your brows, so you want to leave the space here that at the end we're going to be highlighting, just to give it that little pop. With another brush, like, just a little bit more fluffy, I'm going to go in with this color, Groovy, just the tiniest bit, and I'm going to start packing it in the end right here, just at the outer corner, just tapping it a little bit, and then bringing it into the crease like that. So you just want a little bit of depth, not too much. Okay, you tap it first and then you drag it. Grab a little bit of the darker one, the Groovy color, grab and then tap the excess, and there you go. Again, the other eye, like that. Okay, we're going to be adding a little bit of shimmer, this color right here. I'm going to grab a little bit with my finger and just tap it in the middle and the center and drag it out a little bit. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Grab the other eye, tap it in the middle. With these shimmers, I find that you pick up a lot more and it applies a lot better with your finger than with a brush. There you go. Now we're going to be brightening in the inner corners. So this is a little gold. Now we're going to be using this one here. I'm going to get the pinky, but like teeny, teeny, tiny, tiny. And we're going to put it in the inner corner and drag it to the center. We're going to go in again and then just, there you go. Beautiful. So we're done with this. With the brows, I don't get a really dark color, so I use this one. It's also a Milani brow pencil, and I just fill in like my little bald spots, like this one here. Okay. You can use whatever brow gel. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. And what I do, like what I did here, is I go this way, so just to make sure that they all got some product on, and they can all stay in place. Okay, remember, the cousins, not twins. After we're done with the eyes and everything, we're going to be just melting everything together. I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last to just make everything melt together. As it dries down, I like to go in and just put a little bit of shimmer, like a little bit of highlight. If you don't have a highlighter, you can always use your eyeshadow palette. You can use any one that has shimmer. I like to use it because I'm super dry, so I like to trick people to thinking that I have a glow. I'm going to be using the same one that I use in my eyes, which is this one. But since we don't want it too harsh, we're going to go in with the brush. I'm going to use this little medium fluffy blush. Get some excess out, and then just go over like this. Just lightly. Another one. I'm going to go with my finger and my nose just to make it more noticeable than on the cheeks. Okay, you know how I told you in the brow bone, we're going to be putting another shimmer one. We're going to be using this one for the brow bone. Just a tiny. So just a little bit of highlight. There you go. I like to do my lashes last. So I'm going to be setting it with this infallible setting spray. Then we're going to go ahead and do our lashes. This has been my favorite for the last month, honestly. So just go in with your mascara. When you put your mascara on, make sure that you start at the base and then you shimmy to the top. Base, shimmy to the top. Base, shimmy to the top. Base, shimmy to the top. And I find that technique a lot better than just going, because like you're not really going in between the lashes. You're not separating them and coating each one of them. So you want to make sure they're all coated. Okay. Right now, I don't have any color in my lips. The only thing I am wearing is just a clear lip gloss. For the lips, we're going to be doing an e.l.f. lip liner. And we're going to be smudging it in. Just kind of like to blend it into the lip. Okay, you can leave it like that. You can make it matte with like your powder. You grab a little bit of powder and make it into a matte lip, or you can just grab any clear lip gloss or any color lip gloss and just go over it. And there you go. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I really hope you liked it. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any products that you want me to try, let me know down in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.